I feel like some of the arguments that you make are unfair, mostly because you blame women a lot for the state of the dating market today, and I think
Give
that
me an
it's very
example of what you're talking about.
um, saying that women today are not ready to be wives, I think is not fair.
Based
Um,
upon what?
based upon, I understand that there's a sector of women who aren't ready to be married, but I think that um, making that general statement is not fair toward women.
Oh, okay.
And
First off, are generalizations fair?
no, well,
Bullshit.
okay,
Bullshit. How old are you?
I'm 32.
Bullshit. Generalizations are fair.
Okay, I'll concede to that.
All
Um,
right. So saying that women are not ready to be wives based upon what?
um, again, saying that they don't understand submission and being feminine and all
What
of that,
percentage of women would you say are ready to be wives?
I would say probably like 20%.
Ma'am, 20% out of
Mhm.
100% of out of 100%. If 80% are not, that means you just made my freaking point.
Okay, but
No, no, no,
um,
no. Let's before we move, let's
mhm,
acknowledge the math. You can't. The math ain't mathing. You said that you're making an unfair generalization. Then I asked you if you thought generalizations are fair. You said no, and then we had to go acknowledge the fact that it's bullshit. If the
okay, yeah,
majority of something is true, it doesn't have to be 100%. 51% will do.
mhm,
That's the majority. The presidency is decided by that little of a margin. Okay? That's how
okay.
the world works. And then I'm asking you, the person that says, I make the unfair generalization about a group of women, you tell me that 20% of said women are ready to be wives. That means you agree with me.
Okay, but also, I would
But
say,
does the math support my logic?
yeah, okay,
Okay,
yeah,
so,
I'll agree with you on that point, yes.
okay.
But I also would caveat that with the fact that most men aren't ready to be husbands
Doesn't
either.
matter.
Mm, okay, and
Doesn't matter. Men have longer to wait. Men have
okay,
longer lives. See, what you've just proven
mm,
is you're arguing in bad faith. You don't like the facts. And then it's, I know you are, but what am I? So what? If men aren't ready, all men have to be ready for is what percentage of women? All 100% of men have to be ready for is what percent of women?
for the 20%.
Thank you. So
Okay. Okay, I'll
is it that I'm unfair?
well, it's just the way that the arguments are framed, saying that,
They're framed in logic. They're framed in statistics, data, facts, observable reality, things you can go see for yourself.
but you run under the assumption that all the men are out here
I
looking
don't
for
labor under any
wives.
assumption. I said that we don't have enough wives for men who want to be husbands. And you just said 20% of women. Don't tell me what I did when you tell me 2 out of 10 already.
Okay, I would argue that 2 out of 10 men are ready to be
I don't
husbands. So,
care. It doesn't matter. See, it's one of these things of, well, women aren't ready, but the men aren't either. That's how they've learned how to argue. All right, but is a woman at 25 and a man at 25, do they have the same market value?
no.
Oh, okay. Whose market value is higher?
Um, for the dating market or marriage?
Uh, the sexual marketplace. A
Oh,
21-year-old woman and a 21-year-old man. Who has the higher sexual marketplace value?
the woman.
25-year-old man and 25 the higher sexual marketplace value.
The woman again.
A 30-year-old woman and a 30-year-old man. Who has a higher sexual marketplace value?
A man.
The 35-year-old man and a 35-year-old woman. Who has a higher sexual marketplace value?
The man.
And as I keep going in 5-year increments, will women ever overtake a man's sexual marketplace value?
Not in the long term, no.
No. Will it grow at a steady rate, or will it get exponentially larger? Meaning a 50-year-old man and a 50-year-old woman, will they have the same difference between them as a 30-year-old man and a 30-year-old woman, or will it be greater?
It'd be greater.
Thank you. So by math, you've just said women have roughly a 10-year period before their value dips below men. So it doesn't matter if men aren't ready. Men have a fucking lifetime. Women got 10 years.
Okay, that's actually one of the points I agree with you. One of the
But
few
ma'am,
points I agree with you.
that's at the basis of
But
all my arguments.
but sorry,
Oh
I
my
I, I
God.
don't mean to change the subject, but
But
I
before, we're
recall
not going to change the
oh,
subject.
sorry.
We can move. We can ask another question.
Mhm.
But you gotta admit that there is nothing that you made in your initial statement that lines up with the facts of what I just said.
Yeah, I'll
Yes, hello everyone, welcome back to the Spotlight News today. So guys, don't forget to click the like, share and button. Let's see this lady who came on the live with fire and she was smashed. Let's continue.
Oh, can you honestly say you listen to what I say in good faith?
yeah, absolutely. I
Well, then if you
do.
did, ma'am, then you would have listened to those facts, those numbers. I don't just say stuff to be saying it.
Okay.
But just because I don't break every time I say something down in a 5-minute explanation of a quip.
Okay.
Next question.
Um, I've noticed because I've watched a lot of your content in the past couple of months, and I noticed especially I think it was last week that a woman called in. She was a 45-year-old virgin, and I've noticed that when it comes to virgins calling into your show, I feel like you don't give them fair treatment. You just label them all as socially awkward and just hiding behind their faith
That's
as a
not
way to,
true. That's, ma'am, that is patently false. And I have at least 3 shows I could pull up right now.
okay, then I'll just go back to the woman that called last week who was 45 years old
Uh
and,
huh.
and a virgin.
Uh
I
huh.
felt like you weren't being fair to her,
Uh huh.
mostly
Uh
because
huh.
you felt like she was delusional, which I
Uh
actually
huh.
agree with you on that.
Uh huh.
However,
What did I say? What did I? She. What? I said she was socially awkward. When was the last time that woman had a date?
I think she said like 12 years or something.
The last time. I'm sorry. Relationship.
A relationship? Oh,
Hmm.
I know it was a long, long
No.
time.
No. 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 So you're going to bring this person up. So I need you to
Mhm.
be versed in what you're talking about. How long ago was it?
I'll be honest, I don't recall
Okay.
exactly.
So you're going to bring something to the table to discuss and
Mhm.
accuse me of doing something, but you can't even have a firm enough recall. It was 20 years ago.
Okay. I
You
knew it
got
was
a
a long time.
45-year-old woman who was a virgin, who had not had a relationship in 20 years.
Mhm.
If that's not socially awkward, what, okay, first of all, that doesn't put you in the socially awkward category. Then what about talking to a man that's 52 years old for 2 years? Hmm?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
admit that that's
Was the woman, no,
abnormal.
no, 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 but was the woman socially awkward?
I feel like you can't judge
I
that
don't care.
based
No,
off.
I don't. No, I don't want you. To, I see. That's the feel. You feel like what when you listen to that woman speak. Does
Mhm.
that woman sound like she's socially normal, socially above, or socially below?
I
When it comes to romance, relationships, and dating.
I feel like she is, and I understand it's my opinion. I feel like she's strong in her conviction, and
I
that's
don't care,
something.
ma'am. That's
Mhm.
not the question I asked.
Mhm.
Please answer the question I asked.
Okay.
Was she socially normal? Was she socially above normal? Or was she socially below normal when it comes to the marketplace and dating?
She would be considered abnormal.
Abnormal?
Mhm.
Awkward.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you could use that term
So you're
awkward.
going to tell me you feel she's what?
I feel like she's a person who stands strong in her convictions, and that's something that's ridiculed today by the
That's
world.
bullshit
Eh,
because that's the same woman I asked her, all right, ma'am, if you're a Christian like I am, Are
Mhm.
you in a church right now that facilitates single marriage? What was her answer?
She said not really.
No. So she's not that strong in her convictions, because if ultimately God and her pastor and everything else we talked about, she would be in that one place. See, what you really are showing is you're talking through your feelings.
I'll acknowledge that,
All
but
right, then who
can
can
you
control?
acknowledge
Who
that you
can? No,
were,
no, 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 no.
sorry.
Well, okay. So you said that I do things that don't line up
Mhm.
with what I've done, and you haven't taken them. You've at best you've acknowledged it. How about the
Mhm.
fact that you just don't like some of the ways I say things?
No, because like I said, there's some things that I agree with you on, and
Well,
even in
but the
that
thing you brought up,
conversation,
How often do you talk to it? We're splitting hairs too.
mhm,
When you talk to a virgin, how many people are virgins these days? What percentage of the population? What do you think? What percentage of the
my
dating
cousins, most of them
What
are.
percentage of the dating
Oh,
population? I don't give a shit about your cousins.
okay. Of the dating population, I would
Yes,
say
that's all that matters.
less than 10%.
Less than 10. What state do you
Yeah,
live in?
Massachusetts.
You think less than 10%? Less. Keep going. Give me an approximate number, plus or minus two.
Okay, I would say, and we're talking about adults here, correct?
That's the only thing that can date, ma'am. I don't
Well,
know. You
teenagers
don't
can
think?
date too. So, but yeah,
Excuse
I
me?
would say,
What the fuck? Only we're talking about adults, man.
well, teenager typically
I
most.
don't talk to fucking teenagers.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I would say 8% of
Eight
people.
percent of
Yeah.
the dating population
Hmm.
is are virgins.
Yeah. That's what I would imagine.
Okay.
And I'm a Baptist, so most of the people that the circles I run in, they're mostly virgins.
And how old are you?
I'm 32.
And what city do you live in?
I'm like an hour away from Boston.
Uh-huh. And you want to, and the dating population is above 18.
Mhm.
You think that, uh, so when you think of dating population, is that 18 to 34?
Yeah, that's my
You think
imagine.
8% of people between 18 to 34 are virgins.
Well, honestly, I was going based off of a study I saw that about
That's a
35% of
yes
people.
or no question before you tell
Okay.
me about the study.
Okay. All right. I guess I was being naive there. So I would say probably, okay, we'll say 1% then.
See, ma'am, I want you to understand.
Mhm.
I have just deconstructed your entire argument based on numbers. You said that I was unfair to virgins. And the
But
vast majority, hold on, the vast majority of people aren't virgins. To be a
yeah,
virgin in the dating market over a certain age makes you a little bit awkward by definition. As somebody who spent 2 freaking years coaching and speaking to incels, involuntarily celibate men, virgins, and MGTOWs who actually have had training and studying how to actually approach this and to counsel and coach this. I'm not just some guy in a suit sitting up here making up stuff. As I've shown, as I deconstruct you, I know what
mhm.
I'm talking about. Maybe, just maybe, I know more than you do.
Yeah, and I would
And that's
definitely
why
agree.
I say what I say. I didn't say it to hurt her feelings. There's a movie called The 40-Year-Old Virgin. Was that a
Mhm.
drama? Was it nonfiction? Was it sci fi? Or was it comedy?
It was comedy.
Because it's laughable in our society today.
Yeah, and I
All
just
righty. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead and finish
okay.
making your point, though.
Yeah, I just felt that it was rude essentially to ridicule someone for that.
I
I
wasn't
understand it's not.
ridiculed. Oh, no, 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 no.
Mm,
Is the truth ridicule?
no.
No, hold on. No, hold on, Liz. I got to back you down. What's ridicule?
Ridicule would be because you did call her socially awkward, and okay, if
Is
you're
that
going
ridicule?
Well, calling someone socially awkward, would you say that would be a compliment
Is
though?
calling somebody obese ridicule?
No,
Calling somebody a diabetic, is that ridicule?
no.
Is calling somebody what they are ridicule?
Okay, but in
No,
Christians,
ma'am,
okay.
no, no. This snowflake generation. A 45-year-old virgin who has delusions of how she's going to find a husband, who
Mhm.
says she's strong in her convictions, but she's not even in a church to facilitate single Christian marriage. And
To be fair,
you're defending that, and you're saying I ridiculed her by what?
well,
Calling her socially awkward. What should I have called her?
to be fair, most
To
churches
be
don't
called no.
facilitate
What should I have called her?
you honestly, and I know it sounds mean, you probably should have just called her out for being lazy.
I did that too.
Oh,
But both things can be this. Both things can be true. She's lazy
mhm,
and socially awkward. But I want to go back to the beginning.
mhm.
You don't even like generalizations.
I would disagree with that, but okay.
You said you don't think generalizations are fair.
Well, I did walk that back though once you
No, you
deconstruct.
walked it back after I challenged it.
Mhm.
So, ma'am, due respect, it sounds to me like you sounds like to me you what I would consider to be one of these snowflakes. You're too sensitive. Ma'am, she's a 45-year-old virgin who
Mhm.
still thinks because she hasn't had menopause, she can have
Mhm.
children and God's the final person to
Yeah,
decide. And I'm a Christian.
I know that was
All right, ma'am.
delusional.
Ridicule, ridicule,
Mhm.
ridicule. Is there a way to tell somebody the truth and not ridicule them?
Yes, yes,
How,
for sure.
and how do you determine the difference?
Um, well, uh,
How do you determine the difference?
the difference between ridicule and telling someone the truth is that the truth is often told in love and wanting to help someone.
You can't love somebody that you don't know. It's about intent. Don't put that
Okay,
on me. I don't have to love a stranger. It's about intent.
okay. But I understand what she's going through because
Okay.
I had experience with that.
Go ahead, Elizabeth.
Hi, Kevin. Good evening.
How are you? I mean, I gave you
I'm
plenty of
great.
time to talk, ma'am, and you're just going to keep going on and on. I thoroughly refuted your points, and you still are going to babble on. So I can't keep doing that. That's not okay. I mean, I'm okay with having a discussion, but going to sit here and just keep, well, you're just wrong. But that's okay. You can feel how you want to. I'm not responsible for your feelings. Elizabeth, what do I get wrong? What's the problem?
I mean, I actually agree with what you're saying as far as socially
Now, this is the
awkward.
smoke show, so you got to have a disagreement. You have to have,
Oh, okay. So the
and if
disagreement,
you
the
don't have a
reason,
disagreement, if you're not a detractor, you shouldn't be here.
um, well, I wouldn't say I'm a detractor, but I do have a disagreement.
Okay, what
And
is it?
the disagreement is that I believe, I've been watching your show for a while. You're my guilty pleasure, and
Uh huh.
I feel like you break down women a lot, and it's needed, it's
Break
painful, and all
down
that stuff.
women. Break down women. What does
You
that
break
mean?
down the whole that way they move, the way they think, the way that they talk, how they handle men, how they handle you on the show, all of those things, and breaking
Oh,
down. And I just feel like there's not building up. There's no
what? Oh, hold on. Am I a therapist?
no, but you're a coach, a life coach, right? And you're a
Yeah, you pay for that
consultant.
service. Hold on. You pay for that service.
Absolutely, but I feel like there should be some kind of social responsibility as an influencer to
Hold on.
break up and
Wait a
build
damn
back
minute.
up.
Wait a damn minute. Hold on. I got a serious question. Do you hold Steve Harvey and all?
Ah, this is so awesome and amazing. She came, this type of ladies, she didn't want Kevin Samuels to speak about any little bit of anything. She didn't want him to comment. She came talking like a machine. A machine. She couldn't stop talking until Kevin said, "Man, why did you come and join my live? And she was like, she's disagreeing with Kevin Samuels. Imagine you come to someone's life to disagree. So Kevin was like, why would you come to my life to disagree with me? If you think what I'm preaching is not okay, what I'm talking is not fine, get out of my life. And it's like she never wanted to get out of the life. You know, guys, this is my best video, because from nowhere you come to someone, if you're not interested, even in real life, what amuses me is, one, if you're not interested with what I do, why would you come to me? Why would you come as if you have that interest in what I'm doing? That means you are interested, but you feel like you're proud. What can I say? You're proud. You want it, but you feel like you want to come and abuse me. Actually, you want to come and fire me. But I like the way they fired her. She was fired. She was smashed. She was, I don't know, she almost ran mad because of the way they, yeah. You know, she came thinking she's so intelligent, she's so understanding, she's the queen, she's everything she wanted. She came with her answers, she came with her questions, and Kevin was like, should I talk, or you're the one talking? Are you the one leading my show, or I'm the one leading the show? And I RIP Kevin Samuels and
form. And I just feel
Really?
like I'm not saying you have to be free 99 about it, but just a little bit of nuggets of,
Oh, so what you're trying to basically get us to believe is I never offer anything constructive. I don't do any of that. It's all just tearing folks down. That's all it is, right?
no, we're not into generalizations,
Well,
remember?
you gotta because I'm not listening. I'm not hearing what you're saying, so I'm trying to understand. What I don't build people up. I don't give them actionable information to follow up on.
I don't think it's enough. No, I think it's
Enough,
a little, I
enough,
think it's a dribble
enough.
compared to
Are you
just
out?
the,
Okay, man.
hmm
Do you hold any of the daytime talk shows that have existed for my lifetime
hmm
that such the standard to be? No,
Absolutely.
no, 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 no. You don't.
What do you mean?
So you expect for someone to sit down and give someone a balanced, thorough analysis on a live call-in advice show?
Not necessarily, but it
No,
can be
it's either
two
you
sides of the
do
same
or you
coin.
don't, because you cannot tell me that you have not seen me sit down and hell, the average at best video. How long did that original video last?
It was 2 hours, and
No, the average at best segment. When I talked to that one lady, how long did that last? I'm sorry.
it was lengthy. I watched it, and
So about how long? About how long?
it was an hour. Wasn't it an
For
hour?
her, for her, it wasn't. It was 22 minutes.
It was okay. Oh, I'm talking about the whole show. Okay, just for
I
her.
said I went back and said the average at best video.
hmm
Uh-huh. And
And
in
so,
that and in that video,
mhm.
in that video of the 22 minutes, how many times did I offer constructive advice?
Honestly, it was just. Here's the thing. When
Before
those
you move,
videos,
before here's the thing. Because see, when you guys come up here and say I do something, you're gonna have to stand on this shit.
I'm standing.
Well, no, you're not. You're not standing too well.
No, here's
How
the
many
thing.
times did I offer constructive, actionable advice?
I did. I would say that you did. It's been so a while since I've watched it. It's been a year now. You just had the year anniversary video. So
Uh huh.
let me
So,
let me use my encyclopedia mind and go back. And there was
well, if you're going to
some
say I don't offer something, I'm expecting you to be able to point to something because I know what I do, and you're
but
just not
I
right.
just feel like the rhetoric is not
Feel. Uh
okay.
huh.
I believe
Uh huh.
what I hear from the show is the rhetoric is
Uh huh.
is more, you know, um it's more, you got to do this, but instead of this is how you do it. So the rhetoric is more like boom, in your face, bow, shock. I'm gonna
Ma'am,
hit it
hold
where
on.
it
I'm
hurts.
trying to be as polite as possible. I need you to speak like people don't know who you are, because
Okay.
what you're saying makes no sense. Boom, pow.
So I feel like the boom and the pow is that okay, let's go back to the average at best. You
Yes.
know, she had to have a realization like, ma'am, you're not a 8, 9, 10. You're not a Kelly, Beyonce, and a Rihanna,
How
right?
many did I offer any actionable, practical, real world advice in a 22-minute interaction?
I want to say yes. I can't remember
You
exactly
want
what
to
it
say
was. Was
yes.
it get
You're,
rid of the
this
dog
is
or
what I'm
something?
showing you guys.
Get rid of
Most of my
the pet
critics are
grooming company?
disingenuous. Most of my critics are not honest critics. I offered that woman to go to therapy 11 different times.
Oh,
For the
that's
no,
debatable.
ma'am.
You
For the
say that a
first,
lot.
no, don't
You
overtalk.
do say
For the
that a
first,
lot.
no,
Okay, so here's
you
something that
can't.
I
Oh
did
no,
just
hold
do
on. You, no, see,
yesterday.
hold on. I have to do this. See, what this is about feelings. Feelings over facts. It's all about a feeling. I feel you should do this. I feel you should do that. I need to be Gandhi up in this bitch. But yet you got people selling y'all buy act like a man, think like a woman, and lying to you. And y'all don't sit around and hold anybody else to such a standard. But then I'm supposed to sit down and talk to a complete stranger and give an in-depth coaching session. Get the
IRP Kevin Samuels, and credit to Kevin Samuels. May God, yeah, because we lost someone. If as the youth, if you're to listen to these guys videos continuously, you will learn something and you will gain something special about them. There is something special about most of them. You will actually, if you're doing something bad, immediately you will stop it and continue with whatever you're doing. You will stop it and go with whatever you're doing, and you will keep on changing as a changed person, most especially we women. Though at times we see it as guys, someone comes and say, Kevin, this is so disrespectful. But at the end of the day, you see the main reason as to why. Imagine a man coming back home with such an argumentative lady. It's like someone will even get tired of the home. Yeah, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This is Spotlight News for your own updates. Thank you so much for listening to me. Love you all. Bye bye.